Hello, everyone, and welcome into another episode of the Bet On Me podcast. It is Monday, May 8th, 2023, and we'll smoke in here. And let's talk about these bets. We got some games, we got some stuff going on. We've got all-time great shit happening tonight. We've got, of course, NBA playoffs happening. We got the NHL playoffs happening. Well, of course, you got Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Edmonton Oilers, and Edmonton last time out at Vegas. Let's just go ahead and call it what they did. They beat the absolute shit out of Vegas, and Vegas Edmonton Oilers did. I think they're going to clean house tonight. I think they win by fucking 30 goals. I don't even know. Edmonton's ridiculous. They're one of the great teams of hockey. Drysdale, he's one of the greats. I think he's one of those guys that doesn't get a lot of press, I think, because he's a more of a Canadian hero than he is an American hero when it comes to the old puck being slapped around on the ice. But I think they get it done tonight. I really do. And I know I'm just jumping into the podcast, but I mean we just that performance by them is just awesome. That goal, the man is amazing. Um, Also tonight we got the NBA going on. We got the New York Knicks taking on the Miami Heat. We've got the Golden State Warriors taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And both those series, I believe, are, let's see here. Let's make sure that we got the right. Yeah. Miami's up 2-1 and LA is up 2-1. So, you know, I mean, if you think LeBron's going to shut them out tonight, I don't know. I think Golden State could tie it up at the Lakers. And as far as Miami and New York, I think Miami, if they wanted to, go ahead and go up 3-1 at home. It just depends on if Jimmy Butler is feeling 100%. I know he wasn't, I think he had a knee or something like that. I'll have to check into that later before I make my picks. And that I've already made my picks for today. I basically picked every damn game in MLB today. I picked them all. I think I got 11 picks out today over on Capper Tech, link down below in the description. We'll just go ahead and share the screen here real quick and show you guys what we got going on or what we had going on with everything yesterday. So as you can see right here, this is my picks from the last 10 days. As you can see right down here, the 6th and jumps up here to the 7th. And yeah, today is the 8th. So these are the picks from, yeah, over here is from the 3rd and 4th and all that. We didn't do too bad in the last 10. This is the last 20 right here is what you're looking at. But this right here, this little column right here where you see my mouse going is the last 10. And as you can see, we went, what was that, 7-3 right there out of the last 10. You can see our margin over here. Return on investments look pretty good. We're up $172 on units for the past 30 days. And that's just a rough estimate of, what you put in if it's, if your units are $100. Sometimes you get down, sometimes you get up. It just depends on your bankroll, what you got in there. I know a lot of people always ask me what I put on my parlays and what I put on my bets. I'm not one of those guys that really likes to brag about how much money I win and brag about how much money that I throw on something. Because sometimes I'll throw 50 cents on a fucking parlay. I don't give a shit. And sometimes I'll throw 20 on a parlay that, most people would say, what the heck? You're just throwing your money away. But, you got to swing for the fences sometimes. And believe it or not, usually when I hit parlays, it's usually like a $5 to $10 parlay that I hit. And it's usually within like 4 to 6 legs. I've hit some 8 legs and some 9 legs before and won thousands of dollars. But those are hard to hit. Let's just be honest, those are hard to hit. But this right here is what's going on over on Capper Tech. Everyone, y'all know the spiel with me and Capper Tech. The podcast streams live every day over on Capper Tech over in the Game Cap Census channel. You can check it out right over there. You can always check out my stats and my picks. You want to go with my baseball picks today, we'll go ahead and show those right here while we're on the Capper Tech site. We're going to go ahead and just show these picks. If you guys want to look at them right quick, take them down, that's fine with me. A couple notable ones I think stand out. I think San Francisco, I think they get the win on the Nationals tonight. A couple runs ahead. And I think that the Tampa Bay Rays, I think they get a couple run league, and I think the White Sox also get a couple run league, couple runs. lead tonight in order to win the games. There's a couple games tonight that I think are going to win by a few runs, and I think those will be interesting to watch. The Dodgers is another one of those teams that I think would win by a few runs, but I just went ahead and took them on the money line right there, plus 100. That's good value. It's the Dodgers. You can't not take the fucking Dodgers. That's just insane to me. Like, we're gonna stop sharing the screen here, but yeah, over on Capitech, link down below in the description. In the description, check it out. They have all the tools over there you need. They have leaderboard directory with all these other cappers over there. There's a bunch of cappers over here I follow on the Twitter that are really good. You should go over there and check them out. I think uh, I think everybody's doing pretty good. I think using the betting tools and understanding how it works, and that's the thing. You can have all these tools, but you have to have an understanding of how they work and what to look at when you're using the tools, because you can't just use the tools alone. You can't just use the simulator by itself. You got to pair it with the trend finder and look at the news stories of what's going on, who's playing. Like tonight, is Jimmy Butler going to be playing? Is he 100%? Is he 70%? Like that game a couple days ago with Joel Embiid. We knew he was playing, but we didn't know to what extent. And then when the game started, it's like, oh, they're going to be watching him, minutes restriction. Nobody really knew any of that. And then it was a fucking blowout. So, you know, I think James Harden ended up having a really good game that game, but they didn't win. So it is what it is, and it ain't what it is, and it is what it ain't, and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and check out some of this stuff going on tonight right here. The Golden State Warriors taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. I think when it comes down to it, I think that the Warriors get the win tonight. I really do. I think they tie the series up. I don't think this is one of those series that goes to 5 or 6 or whatever. It's pretty past 5, isn't it? I just think that you know I think the Warriors can get it done away, unless barring something crazy happening, somebody being thrown out or something like that. I don't know. I know a lot of people are going to be riding with the Lakers tonight, and Lake Show. That's one of my teams, and Kobe and all that, and I'd love to see them go deep in the playoffs and win some more. LeBron James, not the hugest fan of him, but can't really hate on the guy for what he's done in the league. He's one of the best to ever do it. Played a really long time. Can't deny that he's won championships, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, probably. I think just to be safe, you probably end up taking. I don't, man. I can't stand this when the books do this shit, because like you've got the Lakers minus 144, you got Golden State plus 122, you've got most of the money on the Lakers on the money line, and art yeah, you've got most of the money on the money line on Golden State, but then at the same time you've got most of the money on the point spread on the Lakers, and that's one of those things where it's like it could go either way. It could go either way because it's fucking even. And yeah, I know. I don't know. I just don't think it ends that soon. I know that Golden State won last year and they're going back deep into the playoffs, but I just think this series goes to 7. I think this is one of those series that goes to 7. Uh, hopefully. Um, So we'll probably ride with that plus money tonight. I want to take, if you want to be safe, take the plus 3 points on the point spread. That's minus 114. If you want to fucking gamble, which is what we're doing tonight, God damn it, we're putting it all on the line. We're taking the Golden State Warriors plus 122 on the money line against the Los Angeles Lakers. And as far as the Heat and the Knicks, I mean, plus 156 on the money line, minus 186 for the Heat. The Knicks is where the value is, but I really don't, I'd stay away from that game. Plus 4.5 is the point spread for the Knicks there, sitting at minus 108. -4.5. Send at -112 for the Heat. Totals, 208.5. I I don't know. I'm just gonna stay away from it. I think that the Heat could win the game, but depending on, injuries and how people are performing and playing and all that, and that's a game that, the Heat could lose and still be okay in the series at home. I doubt that that happens, but either way, that's one that I'll probably stay away from. But tonight it's going to be looking like or in the NBA, we're going to be taking the Warriors plus 102 on the money line, and in the NHL, we're going to be riding with the Edmonton Oilers -1.5 on the puck line. I don't give a shit if it's a bad bet or not. I don't care. Plus 126 for that -1.5 on the puck line there, because Edmonton, I just think they go in and they just fucking clean house. You know what I mean? They just take care of business. They get it done. They go in there and they score like 8 goals or some shit like that, and they send who is it, the Vegas Golden Knights back home packing with a 2-1 lead, and then they probably beat them at home and go up 3-1. It's been crazy with all this playoff stuff. Like it's been nuts. I'm loving it. And then there was a race the other day. I forgot all about that. We won. I won something. What was it that I hit in that? Well, I had the Phoenix Suns last night, of course, on the money line. I had Martin Truex Jr. Uh, finishing over. I think it was Bell. It was plus 116. I know a lot of people don't watch the NASCAR stuff, but uh, 1-1 this weekend, 1-1 last weekend. Do the head-to-head races. They're really fun, where you pick one driver finishing ahead of another driver, and it's just a blast to watch. You can watch the race. Usually end up watching the beginning of it, and taper off in the middle and do some other stuff. And then in the last, like, 70, 80 to 70 laps, I'll chime back in and see what's going on. Really around the last 50 laps is where you want to be, right there, to see really what's going on, who's in position. But if you want to catch like all the drama leading up to that, because once it's down to like the last 20, unless there's some cautions going on. Like yesterday, I think they ran green all the way, through like 20 laps or something like that, 25 laps there to end it. So it was pretty good racing all the way up to the end until Denny Hamlin decided to throw Kyle Larson in the wall there. Kyle was already in the wall just a little bit. Denny, he clipped him and put him in the wall a little bit more. He didn't let up. He drove right through him. Kyle got a good save there to finish in second place, but Denny Hamlin, he's a shitbag. I don't care. I don't like the guy. I never have. I'm not a fan of Denny Hamlin, Denny Hamlin or whatever. I've been to a lot of races here at the Bristol track, East Tennessee or Virginia, wherever you want to call it. Um, Either way, I've seen racing, and I'm a fan of who I'm a fan of, and he's definitely not one of them. And I know a lot of people say that's how Earnhardt used to race. Um, in my opinion, Denny could have just eased off and went right around him. He didn't have to try to wreck him. But it is what it is. That's what happens. Punches thrown out there on the track afterward too. A couple no names out there throwing punches at people, because they're back there like in the 20s and getting smacked around a little bit. So they're upset about it. They want to be on camera, want to be noticed, want to get their car noticed, all that stuff. It's quite funny. All sports to me has kind of turned into WWE when it comes to all the chatter that goes on. Kind of like this show, kind of like commentary, like, JR and Michael Cole and all them. Used to be a big fan of wrestling back in the Attitude Era. Anyway, those are the bets for today. Feel more like a podcast. Let's go out there. Let's have a good night. Let's get those bets in. Don't forget to check everything out over on Caprotech. Link is down below in the description. You can follow us over on the Twitter, the Instagram, the TikTok, and we have a Discord. Links are all down below in the description. Social media, will be throwing out plays, always throwing out all kinds of stuff, links to things, what's going on. Over in the Discord is where we are the most active. Uh, yeah, let's get into this week and let's have a good time doing it, watching these playoffs, all these games going on tonight. Let's go get these damn bets in.